Welcome, all you water signs, to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all of my Cancer signs, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. And whoa, what a week we have coming up. I mean, March 13th to March 20th. Big week. We have the 18th, first of all, is the Virgo full moon at its fullest. And I did put out separate videos for each zodiac sign for that. So those just came out yesterday. If you want to check those out, those will be linked. The playlist will be linked in the upper corners here at the end of the video. We also have March 20th. It's the beginning of Aries season. So happy birthday to all you Aries. Also, that is the beginning of our new solar year. So happy solar new year. We'll move Aries all the way back through to Pisces again. And if that wasn't enough, we also have the equinoxes starting. The spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the fall autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. I also did put out videos for the equinox too, for each of the zodiac signs, and I'll throw that also link up at the end of the video for those who want to check out and see what's happening over those next 3 months for you. These are also timeless readings, and so if you're coming across this outside of that time frame, I'd still check it out, because this reading is going to be about what your ancestors want you to know about the upcoming week. So we're going to start off here by pulling cards from these angels and ancestor oracle cards, and this is just going to be what they want you to know in general for the week. And we'll of course pull some additional cards. Okay, and one more time. All right, so for our water signs, our ancestors, what would you like them to know? Yeah, we do have the amethyst crystal skull here to represent our ancestors. We've got all of the eggs to represent the birthing of the generations that came after, and we have lit all of these candles in honor of our ancestors. So we do welcome you, and we ask you, what would you like our water signs to know? Okay, there we go. They wanted to wait till I finished my spiel, evidently. They're so funny. And here we have Earth Mother, and that says, feel loved and comforted. It is beautiful. I'm going to just put that right there for now. And let's see what Earth Mother has to say. I love that they'll feel loved and comforted by your ancestors. Allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Earth Mother, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Maiden, Mother, and Crone behind her, which is up here. If you want to see what that is, right there. Now you can see it. So that behind her represents the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, and that can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you felt ungrounded, know that the Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that, and that you feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You're being guided to make choices that are based on love. Wow. I love that, especially since this is the message from your ancestor. They are talking about ancestral blockages that may be blocking your ability to feel loved. Wow. And we're going to pull more cards here too from this Ancestral Path Tarot, and we'll see what else they want you to know about that. But feel loved and comforted by all of your ancestors is a pretty huge message. I know I have a lot of water in my chart, so I love the energy of this beautiful love that's coming through right now. So for our water signs, all ancestors, what else would you like them to know about this upcoming week, please? Okay. They do want that one, and they do want that one. They do want that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, anything else? Okay, and they want that one too. Okay. The rest of these to the side here, and let's get into your other cards here. Yep, you have Star. This is the symbol of hope, and this also is these beautiful living waters. It's actually the Aquarian card, which they are the ones that energy of the Aquarius brings these living waters they're the water bearers. This is the living waters. This is the unconditional love of the creator of all things that pours down into the water of which you are, water signs. And so there's this beautiful energy, one of just love, but also realizing who you are, this hope, this connection to the higher love that you are, this higher spiritual being that you are. So that's a good start. And then they want to go to this one. Yeah. And then you have the High Priestess, which would pretty much be you, water signs. She is so much water energy. She is the one that goes into her temple, goes behind this veil back here, goes into the subconscious, the unconscious, into the moon energy world. And here's all that, usually she has that same image of the crone and the maiden and the other one that I totally spaced just now, but usually is the same. So this is very much connecting to the higher realms, connecting to deep underneath those waters, going into the unconscious, the subconscious, and connecting to those deep, deep emotions that are within you. She also carries the scroll, which gives her access to the hidden knowledge, which, you know, we talked about going and understanding what those blockages are to receiving love, is this message that is here for you as well. Yep, because here you have the Eight of Swords. Now, swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Eight of Swords is about cutting away those thoughts and those beliefs that are no longer serving you. Usually you would see someone on the standard tarot of someone that is like they're blindfolded, they're bound, and they are feeling restricted, kind of like she's trapped inside by this blocking her entrance, or her exit, I should say too, right? But the Eight of Swords is about moving to a new level in your beliefs, your new level in your understanding and your wisdom. And I really feel it's about who you are and about your deservedness of receiving love. And so these swords, these blocks, are what are blocking love getting to you, and are you going to love. And this is about understanding these expectations, understanding these beliefs that are there that are restricting you. So I love that. Because here you have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, more thoughts, more beliefs. And the Five of Swords, the fives are all about transformation and about seeing things from a different place. And usually you'd see them holding a sword and then the other four swords on the ground and people walking away, which kind of represented conflict of thoughts and beliefs. But there's this transformation that happens with it all, because one side of it is like, if you believed your small t truths of your human side, those popular opinions that you were given growing up and you took them on as your own, truths, those are small t truths of our human ego. But as you connect to your higher self and to this place and these emotions of unconditional love, it allows you to look past those, allows you to understand that these small t truths are untrue, because they're all about our worth. And it's usually conditional worth and conditional love. It's love that you can lose. And that's these beliefs here are all these things that can keep you from being lovable, being acceptable. And it's really questioning those and understanding those, because they transform with this 5 of Swords energy into that you don't have to compete to prove your small t truths of unworthiness are more truer than other people's small t truths of worthiness, because there's a higher truth that we're all worthy, that we're all loved unconditionally. Not even one condition, because one condition makes it conditional. So unconditional love has zero conditions. And there's this transformation that happens with that. Yep, and then you have the Fool card. And this is great because the Fool card is the 0 card. It is the beginning. It's like a significant new beginning, which means there's significant endings too, which is great because this also represents your soul, by the way. In fact, I'm going to put it above the Star card here, because this represents your master new beginning, which was us, our creation, our very beginning of our soul. This is that newness. This is our powerfulness of who we really are. And so I love it, though, with it coming in with all these messages here, because this is about returning and starting on this new adventure, this new part of your venture, this new beginning, which is about this lovability, and you really grasping and understanding how lovable you really, really are, that there are no conditions for it. And that's what this leaving behind of these thoughts and beliefs, why it's so important for you. Yep. Makes sense. 4 of Sacred Circles. This would be the 4 of Pentacles. And for me, this is one of the cards that, because Pentacles is the outside world, and this is about how we determine our worth. The 4s are very solid numbers. Think of a table with 4 strong legs. It's a very solid foundation. And so that's coming here is bringing in this beautiful, beautiful awareness of your value. And so, we're taught to, like these swords, these small t truths, we're taught to define ourselves by the outside things, right? So we might be told that relationships define who we are, whether that's romantic or family or friends or work or whatever. The problem with that is that people change or people pass away, and so that relationship, our value based on that relationship, is as unstable as those things are. We might be told that our value is determined by situations, circumstances, like jobs, education, social status, whatever it may be, whatever circumstance that you feel you have to be in order to be successful, in order to be lovable and acceptable. Well, situations never stay the same, so those things are also unstable. And if we define our worth by that, then our worth feels unstable as well. And then finally, we might be looking at things like our possessions, our bodies, our bank accounts as determinations for our worth. But we know those things break down, they deteriorate, they catch on fire, or they are stolen. So those things are also unstable. So you see how the outside things are unstable. And when we define our worth by those outside things, then we also feel unstable. And this message of the 4 of Sacred Circles, of 4 Pentacles, about the solid foundation of your worth comes because when you realize who you really are, when you see yourself as this eternal, supernatural, powerful being made of unconditional love, when you connect to this higher place and you change your attitudes about these small t truths and see them as small t truths hashtag lies because they're untrue. They're unstable. They're not really true. They're just rules that are created for the game to keep us in this place to experience what it might feel like to feel unworthy, to feel small. But this Four of Sacred Circles comes in to tell us that you do find the solid foundation, and your ancestors are wanting you to know that, these swords, a lot of this was passed down from generation to generation to generation. These small t truths on what being lovable means, what being unlovable means, all those small t truths based on those outside things. They're chains that have been passed down from generation to generation, generation. And you have the ability to break free of that chain because of connecting. And they're reaching out to let you know that you are not alone. They are behind you, and they want you to know that you deserve to feel loved and comforted, and you are in the hands of the Comforter, the Mother Earth, the Divine Mother, the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, the Divine Feminine comforting side of our Creator of all things. They have you in their arms and their hands, and you are loved unconditionally. There's nothing you can do to gain more of their love because you have it all, and there's nothing you can do to lose it because there are no conditions for it. So, wow, I am loving this message from the ancestors, and I want to let you know, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each of the zodiac signs, also new moon and full moon readings for each zodiac sign, and a variety of other videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that's going to give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select all, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, the YouTube algorithm just simply loves that, and it wants to share those videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I do greatly appreciate it. These also are general readings. If you want even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is also listed in the description box below. All right, my water signs, as you go through this beautiful week and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are indeed unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.